Hello and welcome to Cheshire Audio, and I'm going to do another retro review today. This is number 4. What we're going to talk about is the Systemdek 2X, very popular sort of 90s I think it was. If you'd ever imagined what a Riga 3 crossed with a Lin Sondek would look like, then that's kind of the image, that's what you would end up with really. Because a Systemdek 2X is pretty much a Riga Planer 3 with 3-point suspension like a Sondek. So let's turn the camera around and have a look and yeah, see what you think. So there we go, this is a Systemdek 2X, finished in black ash, which is probably, you can see it's starting to wear off on the edges, like same with the Sondeks, you get the white flecks showing through. Got glass platter, as you can tell by the way everything's moving. We've got 3-point suspension, so nice bounce to it. Always bounced really well, Systemdeks actually. This one's fitted with an RB300 tone arm. There's an interchangeable arm board on these, so you can actually fit all sorts of different tone arms to them. You can just order the cut you need and fit that in. I suspect this has got the wrong arm board on it actually, because it looks like it's cut for Lin, and they've just put the Riga into the sort of corresponding hole. So it's actually got the wrong arm board, which is a bit naughty, but we'll get that sorted out. Yeah, so it's also got a Denon cartridge in it, with 160 I think that is. Yeah, but yeah, it was a very popular deck, and it was quite considerably better than the Riga 3 when it came out. More expensive, but not massively more expensive. It did kind of sit between the Riga 3 and the Sondek as an alternative choice really. Very easy to set up these actually. The setup for the suspension, there's 3 little Allen bolts around, and you can actually adjust simply as that really. Let's get the height set up. They didn't seem to need the sort of tweaking that you have with the Sondek quite so much, as long as you got the arm lead so it wasn't affecting anything internally. It wasn't actually impeding suspension. All you needed really to do was level them up, so pretty easy to live with. And underneath we've got a similar arrangement in some ways to the Planer 3. Might just stop the camera a sec, we'll just take the platter off. Yeah, so under the glass platter we've got sub platter, which I'm not sure what this is made of. Just looking at it, I'm not sure what it's made of. It's almost like a bit like the Riga, that it could be like a phenolic resin or something. Could also be MDF, but I don't think it would be. I think it's some sort of, just has a strange sort of resonance to it. When you tap it, it sort of seems a little bit like more of a resin than anything else. Little 2-stage pulley on the motor. The motor is suspended from a little bracket here. It is actually isolated from the main frame. It's got a bit of give in that. What I remember of these really is that they do have a tendency to kick the belts off a little bit. The suspension is very compliant on these, and they do move around quite a bit, and particularly on 45, because the belt will be running quite low down on the sub platter. They did have this habit of kicking belts off and being quite difficult to adjust, so they didn't do that. But apart from that, they had a lot more clarity than the Rigas at the time. Like I say, it was kind of a more expensive deck really, but had the Riga sort of rhythm and timing, but with a bit more clarity and a bit more definition. So yeah, really good all-rounder. I'm just going to put the platter back on. Now this wasn't the first deck from Systemdek. Peter Dunlop was the original owner, and I think he designed a turntable which was the Systemdek 1, which is, I think that was a solid. Was it solid plinth? It might have. No, actually no, that did have suspension. The original deck did have suspension. It was quite a slim plinth on it, very heavy. Kind of aimed at the sort of Sondek level, the higher end decks really. Not that well known. I've seen the odd one over the years, but it was quite a rare turntable really. I don't think it really took off in any sort of big way. Later than that, the Systemdek 2 was I'll put pictures of these up as I go along actually. The Systemdek 2 was like what they call a biscuit tin design, so it looked sort of circular base with, but which is the same sort of diameter as the platter, and a little outrigger for the tone arm. Kind of the same deck as this actually, but the 2X is a more conventional version of it, the straightforward 2. Same glass platter. There was a 2S, and I'll just answer the phone, and then we shall talk about the 2S. I'm back. Somebody else chasing up for a Sugden A21. No, I haven't got any stock, and yes, there is a 10-month waiting list. People don't seem to believe the dealers at the moment. Anyway, sorry, back to the Systemdek 2S was. I'm not actually sure with the 2S what was different between the standard 2 and the S version. I think it might have had a heavier platter on it, but it looked very similar to the 2, so the biscuit tin design, glass platter. But that was really good. The 2S was probably one of the, around that time, was amongst the best turntables I heard, really. It was sort of Sondek level and more. And it's not that one isn't that well known. I don't really sort of see. I don't think I've seen many since sort of I was, since I've sort of was selling them really. But yeah, the 2S was really good. Then we had the 2X coming out, and there was later a 2X 900. I can't remember what the 900 was for. I might do a little Google on that and see if I can remember the reasons for that. But yeah, so System at 2X and then 2X 900. The 900 was kind of, from what I remember, very similar to the 2X. Could have been some sort of anniversary. I don't know what 900 would signify, but it could have been an anniversary. So yeah, there you go. That's the Systemdek. Doing this one up to sell. Probably, like I say, I need to sort a new arm board for it. But so if you're interested in a slightly scuffed in places Systemdek, I'll probably, like I say, I'm going to get it running nicely and everything changed that needs to be changed. But yeah, if you want one of these, let me know. So I traded this in against a planer 8. For chap. So nice looking turntable. Always really like Systemdek. Still, actually, aside from that, obviously Peter Dunlop died a few years ago, and the company was taken over by his son Doug. Not Doug, Derek. Sorry, my brain was coming. Derek Dunlop, and they still exist. The company does still exist, but they do have a website, and if you want to do a Google and look up the price list, be sitting down when you do it, because the Systemdek of 2021 is somewhat different to the one of 1986. Quite a lot different. So yeah, if you want to have a little Google and find out about that, then I'll leave that to you. So anyway, that's that's it. I think I'll leave it at that. Turn the camera around. Yeah, so I hope you. Sorry, leg's gone down. Hope you enjoyed that one. Like I say, enjoying these retro reviews at the moment. It's I don't know if I get the lights all weird. Is that better? No, not really. Shining off my bald head. That's better. Yeah, I hope you like these. I've got a few more ideas of reviews to do, so I'll do that. There's got a few sort of in the pipeline I'm going to be doing. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. Still amazes me how many subscribers I've got. Really, it's yeah, very heartwarming. Very, very grateful for anything really like that. It's yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, I'll leave it there. See you in a future video. Thank you very much.